catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello. The check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Keep playing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Pittsburgh. Don't say nothing.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Alpha.
Back to throw now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They go play action now. Wilson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Completes it to Lee. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. To stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it'll
touchdown! It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Aguilar. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive back.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
There he goes left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Wilson, going to throw again. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, flush to his right. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? Well, you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
They've got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, box truck.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lambo is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Take me up. Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley.
We ain't giving them nothing.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's get the ball.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Snead's got it. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Five.
2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. George Kittle as time expires in the first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Tempo. 552.
Got you, boy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Friday.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will make this a 19-point game.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 44, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from the 20 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his left. He'll run it, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 64 yards, and the Saints get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. Here's Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Aguilar. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Now a draw play for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Safarian Jenkins, yes! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1-0 here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Tampa Bay, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.